everyone, I'm Liz Brown Swanson, bringing you an RPVtv update from Green Hills Memorial Park on Memorial Day, where our community has come together to remember our fallen soldiers.
With Green Hills Memorial Park, and I've been with Green Hills altogether almost 30 years. And today we are here for our 39th annual Memorial Day observance. We did host this event many, many years ago prior to Vietnam, but during Vietnam, with all the protesting that was going on, we decided to put a halt to that and officially brought it back in 1985. So as I mentioned, today is our 39th annual Memorial Day observance, and we are proud to be hosting the Vietnam Memorial Moving Wall for the 6th time. The memorial that you're seeing right behind me, we unveiled at our opening ceremony on Friday, May 23rd, and this is an official forever monument that's going to be here at Green Hills and is in honor of our Vietnam veterans. The names on the back of this wall are names of South Bay Vietnam veterans. They could be deceased or living, and we will continue adding names to it, but again, it's only focused on South Bay. And again, this year, our focus, although we don't want to take away from any of the other wars, this event is more focused on Vietnam because of the fact that it is the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War ending. And it's also important to me for a few reasons. One, my father is a Vietnam veteran. My family has served every branch of the military, but also my father came home so that I could have life. And this event is near and dear. I may not have served directly, but I feel like I have served, and I definitely bleed red, white, and blue. And we are so honored to be able to give events like this back to our community, specifically the Memorial Day observance, as a way of honoring and paying tribute to our fallen men and women who have made the ultimate sacrifice. And if you have any other questions or want to know more about what Green Hills does, please log on to our website at www.greenhillsla.com to learn more information. And we're so happy to have this in our community and to continue giving back and the support of LA Fleet Week as well.
Hi, I'm Mayor Dave Bradley, the mayor of Rancho, Palos, Verdes, here on Memorial Day at Green Hills. Once again, just an absolutely special day to honor those that have fallen in the defense of this country and have given their last full measure. Green Hills does such a great job every year for this, really comes out as part of the community. All 4 of the peninsula cities are here, as well as Torrance and several of the other beach cities. Just a great time to come together and remember those that have given so much and protected us in our nation's history.
Today means to me just being here to pay my respects and appreciations for the people that came before us, the people that have done the job that I do and many other jobs in different branches of service. And I've always looked up to these individuals, and they're the reason, part of the reason that I even joined.
So I grew up in a military family and was always taught in the importance of service members, and this day is, just like he mentioned, showing appreciation for those that paid the ultimate sacrifice, giving their lives for our country, for our freedom. And I don't think there's this day is special, but every day should be a day to remember those. This is just a significant day where we emphasize that importance of what they did for us, and it's another reason I joined, because I wanted to also do my part and give some time for my country.
Honored to be with RPV Mayor Pro Tem Paul Seo. Also, you served in the Army. Thank you for that. Just talk about today's observance, what it means to you especially.
The most important part for me, especially for this organization and this day, is that we remember all and everybody who served. I lost a lot of classmates in Afghanistan and Iraq, and for me, every day of Memorial Day, I wear a band to commemorate that, but having our community come out, show support to veterans and their families, Gold Star families, is so important to make sure that we keep remembering their sacrifice to our country.
What inspired you to join the military back then?
You know, it sounds very cliche, but for me, it was pure. I just wanted to serve our country and give back to some country, a country that just gave so much to me and my family. I just want to make sure that generations come understand what service is about, and just giving back and making sure that I serve.
Troop 854 from Fort MacArthur, you'll be presenting the flag. We'll talk with Max. Talk about the meaning of this day for you and the participation of your troop.
I just think it's really good to honor the people who do stuff for this country, and it's an honor to be here and participate in this event and show our appreciation.
Talk about being a scout and what you learn about patriotism.
Patriotism is something that is really passionate for some people and are always going to be in the country of America.
Today we have a few different activities taking place. To my right is we have a Huey on display, a Vietnam-era Jeep, and a U.S. tank. We also, as I mentioned earlier, we have the Vietnam Memorial Moving Wall, but it will be taken down on Tuesday, May 27th. And today we have the Navy Band Southwest performing for us. We have our color guard procession. We have a Long Beach mounted posse. We will have a 21-gun salute, dove release. We will be having the 21st Century Skydiving team joining us this year. We have placed over 9,000 American flags at the sites of our veterans interred here at Green Hills, and that is 9,000 that are identified as a veteran on the memorial. Imagine how many more flags we would be placing if more memorials were identified. The other thing that we're doing this year, because we're focusing on Vietnam, a part of our program you'll see where it says Letters Home. We have 4 Gold Star family members who are going to be reading letters that their fathers wrote home while they were in Vietnam. And unfortunately, as I mentioned, Gold Star family members, which means their fathers did not come home. They were killed in action. So this moment is going to be very touching, and we are so proud that these Gold Star families were willing to come and be a part of this program and to pay honor and tribute.
Elaine, I sure miss you, and it's only the first day. We start training Thursday. We leave July 5th or 6th for Westpac. It's going to be hard, but I can take it. I just hope you can too. If I had my choice, I'd be home with you and our baby. But the Corps needs me now, and I'll be back. Just keep me in your prayers, and do not forget, I love you. Sometimes I wonder, what the hell am I doing here? There are times when it seems like everything is falling apart. You see guys laugh one minute and cry the next. You hear news of someone hit, maybe someone you just talked to yesterday. You see bodies. There were 400 of us that went out. 26 came back.
I served in the U.S. Army from 25 October 1968 to 28 February 1989. And I feel totally honored, and I have to thank God that I was not killed 3 times over there. And I didn't know I got hit one time, but did get injured 3 times. And a motor round landed a few feet away from me, but it hit grass. And I took a photograph of it, and EOD showed up when I'm laying it back on the ground. They got mad at me. I was still 19 at that moment.
When you heard the letters from the Gold Stars family today, I'm sure a lot of memories came up for those families that were here today. That was a special tribute.
I kind of wish I had, when my father died in 1981, I actually threw away all the letters I wrote, and I regret that. But it was already too late when I really thought about it twice. And I'm just trying to think of what I wrote. I did call home a couple times through the USO, and I talked to my mother, and I talked to my father separately, and told him I'm okay, and I'll be home soon.
Thank you for your service, and to have you out here today, 3,500 jumps. What did that feel like? You had the American flag.
Yeah, it was a pretty big responsibility. It's my first time jumping in this venue, so I was definitely feeling that, but super happy that I could bring in the flag and honor everybody today and do a good job, and yeah, it was a great experience.
What is your message on Memorial Day? Not only do you serve in the military, you're a member of LA Police Department, so thank you for for putting your life on the line.
Yeah, I mean, the message is just everybody needs to really sit down and think about what Memorial Day actually means. It's not about mattress sales and discounts. It's about the men and women that died to keep our country free, and I served, and I definitely take that as a huge honor. So it's important that we honor the fallen.
it's wonderful to be with you, retired Major Gutierrez. You also live in RPV, so thank you for your service. Today's Memorial Day observance, what does it mean to you for starters?
Well, back in Iraq, back in 2010, I was coming back from Iraq and I was in a C-130. And at the time, there was a coffin in there with a flag draped. And my shoes were right against the coffin, or my boots. And during that time, the whole the aircraft at that particular time was completely somber. Nobody wanted to say a word. But we flew into the Kuwaiti airport, landed, all of us got out. We all lined up, gave a final salute. They took the individual who was out of the aircraft and basically put on another aircraft back to the U.S. So I remember him and a few other people that I served with that gave the ultimate sacrifice. So that's what I remember on Memorial Day.
Your service in the military, what did that mean to you?
Well, I served 36 years from the end of the Vietnam War to the Iraqi wars. You know, involvement here and there. To me, it's when I got out of high school, everybody figured they'd get drafted or something like that, depending on whatever position you are. And I ended up joining the National Guard. And that particular time, in Rancho Palos Verdes, they had several sites, air defense artillery sites. And I was located at one of those sites during the early days in my military history.
You got a Jeep behind us, a helicopter over there. Talk about these pieces of incredible, important military equipment.
Oh, the UH-1, that was the equipment they used during the Cold War and the Vietnam War era. In fact, I was on the border mission down in San Diego, and they were the last ones to use that down in San Diego for the border mission. The tank, they really didn't have that particular tank, but they had tanks over there in Vietnam, the Cold War. And then this one here is a M151 that was used during the Cold War and the Vietnam War. In fact, the Air Defense Artillery Brigade on this vehicle, the 47th, was the unit was in charge of the at Rancho Palos Verdes City Hall and at end of Crenshaw. So the 47th was the command and control of that location.
Wow, so this is tied into RPV history as well as the military history.
Right, exactly.
Are you hopeful in 2025 for peace in the world?
I'm hoping for peace for all time, always.
Ready! Aim! Fire! Ready! Aim! Fire! Ready! Aim! Fire! Present! Hoop!
And that's going to do it for our coverage of the Memorial Day observance here at Green Hills Memorial Park. I'm Liz Brown Swanson. Thanks for joining us.